When I got the call from Robert Downey about Iron Man 3, I was I was excited, but I wasn't that afraid because at the time all I could think to myself was, oh wow, a go picture. Because you know that these movies, they get made. And there's a train, there's a machine that just starts moving once they announce the movie, and it doesn't stop until the release date, which is inevitable. I'm so happy to have jumped on a 2-year train where there was enormous help along the way. They held my hand through the visual effects parts of it. I had this education which is absolutely invaluable as to all the technical aspects of making a film this big. And so now I'm armed with things I never would have had at my disposal before, thanks to this one phone call from Robert Downey saying, hey man, I think I trust you enough to do this. Well, I'll date myself a little bit by announcing that I bought my first Iron Man comic book in 1966. I was 4 years old and enjoyed the hell out of it. Was impressed by the character, and Iron Man has always been a more realistic member of the Marvel sort of lineup. Because if you look at the early ones, he was born, his character emerged from Vietnam, which was an actual thing even then as a child. I could watch on the news and say, wait a minute, this feels kind of real, this Iron Man character. And similarly, John picked up on that with placing him in Afghanistan. That's what's great about Iron Man, even the suit being called the Iron Man, like it's an aircraft or a weapon instead of a superhero costume. I love all that. So this was my bailiwick. I thought I can do a more realistic kind of character-based thing with one of my favorite actors, and then look at the actors we got in addition to Robert Downey. This has just been a dream. I wish there was a story in Jon Favreau sort of being in the movie after having directed the first two and it was really confrontational or weird. I wish I could say that. It wasn't. He came on set as an actor in every position to look at me in that director's chair and say, what a schmuck. And instead he was so gracious and friendly and offered so many tips that he actually made the transition as easy and accommodating as I can imagine. So we talk a lot, and I find out that he and I kind of view these things similarly. And to me, it felt just like working with a buddy. Him and Downey together on the movie with me comforted me. It made me more able to just relax and do my job because they were so gracious and collaborative.